that were extensively debated during the second reading or at the second reading stage. And this afternoon, these two bills are lined up for consideration at the committee of the whole house stage. This is the stage where, in case members during the debate had amendments or proposed amendments to these two bills, this is the point or the stage where the members will be able to consider those amendments and see whether they will be adopted as part of the bills or not. The social protection bill, just a look at this particular bill, is that it's a bill that seeks to reduce poverty and vulnerability and improve the well-being of the people by providing assistance, services and programs that build human capital and cushion people against risks and contingencies throughout the life cycle. Now, you will recall that already the country has a number of programs that take care of the vulnerable or the poor and even the aged. In this case, those are the vulnerable. However, this particular bill seeks to come in and harmonize some of those how that particular, or rather how those bills are run. This bill provides for the establishment of the National Board for Social Protection. It defines its composition, functions, powers, and its sources of funds. Some of the functions of the board will include advising the Cabinet Secretary on matters relating to social protection, designing and implementing social protection interventions. Of course, this also include the ones that are already in existence. These are interventions and programs providing social assistance as well as social care to vulnerable persons, coordinating social protection interventions, among other functions that at least will enable those vulnerable be able to receive the care that they most need. The Value Added Tax Amendment Bill. This is a bill whose debate was also concluded at the second reading stage and will be considered at the committee of the whole house stage. And this is a bill that seeks to make amendments to the tax laws amendment that was passed last year, December 2024, to enable, make changes or clarifications or even rectify the debt when that bill will be coming into effect. And this is a bill also that seeks to take care of the investors, especially the manufacturers or the manufacturing industry. Some of the contents or the bill, some of the issues that the bill entails is to ensure that investors get incentives to put up industries in the country and improve or bolster the manufacturing sector in this particular country. So these bills were considered last week, and this afternoon they will be up for consideration at the committee of the whole house stage. Already amendments have been moved, including the Departmental Committee on Social Protection. The member for Funyula, Honorable Dr. Ojiambo Oundo, also has amendments that he has moved towards this particular bill. And of course, they will be considered during the committee of the whole house stage. This afternoon also, all right, that is the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Moses Wetangula, making his way into the chambers or already in the chambers. He will be presiding over this afternoon sitting. Allow me to hand you over to this live broadcast that is brought to you by the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in partnership with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. Good afternoon.
Waheshimiwa, tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu ambaye kwa hekima na wema wako umetoa nyadhifa za viongozi na mabunge kwa ustawi wa jamii na utawala wa haki wa wanadamu. Tukusihi utazame kwa neema nyingi sisi watumishi wako ambao wameridhika kutuita tutekeleze shughuli muhimu za jamhuri yetu. Tunakuomba uteremshie baraka zako sisi tuliokutanika hapa, na utujalie tuyatende na kufikiria mambo yote yatakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako ziendelezwe, na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu, na wale ambao haja zao umesikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Sergeant, ring the quorum bell.
Well, the prayer has been said and the chair taken. However, the House has not cooperated for it to be able to commence its business. Hence, the quorum bell that was directed by the Speaker, or as provided for in the House Standing Order number 34, that after the prayer is said and the chair taken, if the quorum is not present or has not been raised yet, then that bell will be on for at least 10 minutes. This is sort of an allowance for the members who may be within the precincts of Parliament, at least to hasten their steps and be able to get to the chambers, join their colleagues, of course, and also allow the House or enable the House attain that quorum for the business to commence.
Number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Majority Leader. Wapi Majority Leader? Meli, you are holding brief. Go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Tuesday, April 29, 2025. Legal notice number 37 of 2025 relating to the capital markets derivatives market amendments regulations 2025. The explanatory memorandum and evidence of stakeholder engagements from the National Treasury and Economic Planning. 2, the agreement establishing the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, EBRD, from the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. 3, the agreement under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea on the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity of areas beyond national jurisdiction from the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. 4, the agreement establishing the Shelter Afrique Development Bank from the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. 5, reports of the Auditor General and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2023 and the certificates thereon. 1, Igembe Boys Secondary School. 2, Maranda High School. 3, Bunyala Technical and Vocational College. 4, Jeremiah Nyaga Technical Institute. And 5, Bushangala Technical Training Institute. 6, reports of the Auditor General and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2024 and the certificate therein. 1, Anti-Corruption Authority. 2, Green Thinking and Action Party. 2, Green Thinking Action Party. 3, Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation Staff Mortgage and Car Loan Fund. 4, Kenya Medical Supplies Authority. 5, Kenyatta National Hospital. 6, Kericho Teachers Training College. 7, National Health Insurance Car Loan and Mortgage Scheme. 8, National Quality Control Laboratory. And 9, Revenue Accountability Statements, Kenya Revenue Authority. Number 7, Honorable Speaker, is reports of the Auditor General and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2024 and certificates therein in respect of the following constituencies. 1, Embakasi Central. 2, Embakasi East. 3, Gatundu North. 4, Gatundu South. 5, Githunguri. 6, Juja. 7, Kapenguria. 8, Kisumu Central. 9, Kisumu East. 10, Naivasha. And 11, Rongo. Number 8, reports of the Auditor General and financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2024 and certificates therein. 1, Consolidated Bank of Kenya, Development Bank of Kenya Limited, and Reinsurance Corporation Limited. I lay, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Communication, Information and Innovation. KJ. Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Blue Economy, Water and Irrigation. Bowen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 29 April 2025. The report of Departmental Committee on Blue Economy, Water and Irrigation on budget implementation review for the first half of the financial year 2024-2025. That is the month of July to December 2024 for the following state department. Number 1, the State Department of Water and Sanitation. Number 2, the State Department of Irrigation. And number 3, the State Department of Blue Economy and Fisheries. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Chairperson, Departmental Committee, Social Protection. Alice. Order, members. Order. Can we have some order?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 29 April 2025. Report of the Departmental Committee on Social Protection on its consideration of 1, the Pension Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 25 of 2024, and 2, the Care and Protection of Child Parent Bill, Senate Bill number 29 of 2023. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Finance and Planning.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Order, member for Busia. Order, order, Donya. Many of you are first-timers. If you have a matter, order, members. If you have a matter, Honorable Omanyo. Order, Kiborek. Order. Take your seat. For our good ladies, if you have any issue, I can see the manner in which you are garlanding your hair. Looks like you want to demonstrate something. If you want to do that, and it's a matter that is not on the order paper, order Meli and your group. I'm communicating to your colleagues. If you have a matter that is not listed on the order paper, the decent thing to do is to approach the speaker and tell him that I have a matter I want to raise. It's unlikely that I'll deny you. So you don't disrupt business by just shouting point of order. Meli, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for that directives. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 29 April 2025, a joint report of the National Assembly Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning
and the Senate Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the approval hearing of nominees for the appointments as the board members of the Central Bank of Kenya. Thank you.
Cases. Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Communication, Information and Innovation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 29th of April, 2025. And what I'm laying here is a report of the Departmental Committee on Communication, Information and Innovation on its consideration of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 41 of 2024. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable KJ. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give a notice of the following motion. That taking into consideration the findings of the Joint Committee of the National Assembly Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning and the Senate Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the approval hearing of nominees for the appointment as members of the Board of the Central Bank of Kenya laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 29 April 2025, and pursuant to Section 11, Subsection 2 of the Central Bank of Kenya Act 491, this House approves the appointment of the following nominees as members of the Board of the Central Bank of Kenya. Number 1, FCPA Sophie Moturi, CPA Abdullahi Mohamed Abdi, MS Petrice Koskei, and Mr. David Simpson Osawa Award. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Order, members. Member for Busia County.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise under Standing Order 83 and 245 on budget monitoring and implementation. Mr. Speaker, the 47 women reps in this country are bleeding right now. All of them have been castrated with a blunt badizo. We usually think on our feet and ahead of the curve by planning. Everybody here plans. And when you plan and somebody comes and puts a hitch, then you have only theory with you but no pragmatism. The women reps have been deducted 500 million. We do not know what to do, where to start, but we demand that that money must find its way back to the Ngaf kitty. We need also the PS and the CEO for Ngaf also to give us an explanation why things can happen that way and they have no clue. We are all looking at each other as if they do not understand their role in those offices. So all the 47 women reps are here to demand their right because they were elected to go and represent their people. As I speak now, even the sanitary towels, the money has never been brought to their account.
Take your
the
seat.
Children in
Order,
schools,
Catherine, take your seat first. Honorable, distinguished ladies, you do not make your case any better by being rowdy. Kofi Annan always said he had a soft voice with a powerful message. You can deliver a powerful message with a soft voice. And being rowdy does not amplify your message. Allow, I believe Omanyo is your representative. Allow her to finish what she's saying.
Mr. Not leave my constituency, Kitui South, go all the way and kill students and affect the whole of Kenya. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Melly. When can you bring a response?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The issues raised by Honorable Deko and the two other members are very weighty, and they affect all the universities in this republic. And Honorable Speaker, I and the committee members did walk across most of the universities in the eastern part and the western part of the Rift, and we noted a number of what we call white elephant projects. We even went to Garissa and we found students under trees taking lectures. So, Honorable Speaker, because of this, we are proceeding for recess. Immediately we are back, I'll give a very detailed report, not only on Garissa, but all the universities across the Republic. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. On the same issue? Yes, Bowen.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate the answers given by the Honorable Chair of Education.
He has not given
that many, no, or the promise that he's going to give us soon. But Mr. Speaker, the chairman has just said that many of our universities are struggling financially. Many of our universities. But again, Mr. Speaker, we are seeing again the same ministry, the same Ministry of Education opening some other universities. You have seen, Mr. Speaker. So, even as the chairman looks into the financial constraints in this institution, Mr. Speaker, I think we need to think as a country, do we need some other more universities when these other ones, the strong universities, like Garissa University, more universities, they are going down?
Oundo.
Speaker, I also want to concur with the sentiment of Honorable Bowen. Honorable Speaker, the truth of the matter is that our universities are limping. And the government or the executive has no capacity to fund and sustain these universities. Probably as he comes up with that statement, you need to be very clear on what modalities, what measures are you putting in place to make sure the universities that exist remain afloat, and what measures are you going to put in place to shut down those that cannot remain afloat and have got no capacity to remain afloat. Honorable Speaker, many days, every day you see a university has been opened here, then when you go to the constituencies, they force you, can you go ask for a university? But where I sit, I know it's no longer sustainable to open new universities. We need to be very clear as a country, do we need to continue? And in any case, Honorable Speaker, even if you look at the returns from KUSIPs, you find most students who even qualify to go to university are opting for TVET instead of universities. So it's time now to start to rethink how do we manage our universities. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Melly will do as you have promised. Kainan.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Energy regarding the extension of the national power grid from Garissa to Wajir and Mandera counties in the northern Kenya region. So it's just the same thing about the university right now. Honorable Speaker, access to electricity is a fundamental driver of socio-economic transformation and a key enabler of development. The residents of this region, Mr. Speaker, have experienced unreliable electricity in the past, and this is clearly documented, which has disrupted critical services, stifled business operations, and limits access to education and healthcare, ultimately hindering economic growth. Mr. Speaker, the extension of the national grid to northern Kenya region is therefore essential to unlocking the region's economic growth and bridging the development gap, particularly, Mr. Speaker, for Wajir and Mandera. Honorable Speaker, it's against this background that I request for a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Energy on the following: a report on the current status of funding, planning, and implementation of the extension of the national grid from Garissa to Wajir and Mandera counties in the northern Kenya region, including the timelines for completion. Mr. Speaker, this project has been in the pipeline since independence, Mr. Speaker, and it has never taken off. We just need to know the truth. Two, Mr. Speaker, the immediate and long-term measures the government is putting in place to ensure the residents in northern Kenya region get access to reliable and affordable power, Mr. Speaker. And finally, Mr. Speaker, the plans that the government is putting in place to address the gap in the provision of power in the region, including alternatives for provision of off-grid solar access. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Energy, Gikaria, when can you bring a response?
Honorable Speaker, if given an opportunity, we can bring after recess once you are back. Honorable Speaker, remember 2 weeks ago, the same thing was raised again here, and I think it is a very critical matter.
So you combine and bring second week.
Thank you, Honorable
after
Speaker.
Recess. Mashua Waithaka. Member for Kiambu County, Kiambu constituency.
Kiambu, yes. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. A request for statement regarding attempted land grabbing in Tinganga Ward in Kiambu constituency. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Lands regarding the attempted land grabbing targeting the family of the late Mr. Wilson Bodu in Tinganga Ward, Kiambu County. Honorable Speaker, the Bodu family has owned and resided on their 236-acre parcel of land in Tinganga Ward in Kiambu with their ownership properly documented. The family acquired the land from the white settlers 51 years ago, and legitimate ownership is further evidenced by compensation by the government for land allocated for the development of the Kiambu-Rioki-Gewa Road. An additional compensation received for location of land for the Athi Water 3 pipeline easement. However, over the 2 past months, the family has faced systematic harassment through repeated summons from various state agencies, including the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the National Land Commission, demanding explanations regarding their land acquisition. Honorable Speaker, the harassment has escalated to include unauthorized visits to the property of the family and acts of vandalism within their farm, which has disrupted their farming activities. Despite full cooperation from all official summons and investigations, which have yet yielded evidence of any impropriety, they continue to face intimidation and live in constant fear for their safety and security of tenure. Honorable Speaker, it's against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Land regarding addressing the following. 1, reasons for the repeated summons issued to the Mbadi family by various state agencies, including specific details for any informal investigations being conducted. 2, the actions being taken to investigate and address the repeated incidents of vandalism and unauthorized access to the family's property. 3, the specific steps being taken by the ministry to protect the legitimate landowners of the Mbadi family given their documented history of ownership and previous official transactions with government agencies. And 4, the measures being implemented to protect legitimate landowners from harassment and intimidation by state officers and those interested parties in Kiambu and in the country. Honorable Speaker, I further wish to state that I read this statement on 2nd December, and on 5th December, the Land Committee invited the PS, Department for Lands, Honorable Nixon Correo, to provide information regarding the matter. And the record was set straight that indeed both the family do indeed own this land. Honorable Speaker, on the 22nd April of this year, around 11:30 a.m., the family alleges that officers from the DCI headquarters went to the family farm and asked them to vacate the land. It's with this, Speaker, that I seek your direction on this matter. Thank you.
Chair Lands. Any member of Lands Committee? Rachel Nyamai, can your committee bring a response after the recess?
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
Second week?
I commit to inform the chair so that the response can be brought the second week after opening. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you. Cynthia Muge, she had approached the chair and indicated she was going out to a meeting, so her question can be deferred to tomorrow. Her request rather for statement deferred to tomorrow. Response, no, before that, Julius Olesunguli.
Mr. Speaker, sir, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44.2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding the unfortunate incidents at Angata Barikoi in Kilgoris constituency. Mr. Speaker, sir, yesterday, Monday the 28th of April 2025, was a very sad day for Kilgoris. 6 persons, namely Mr. Paul Parsuben of Kapsinendet Village and Mwalimu Joseph Rono of Chelchel Village, Mr. Isaiah Kipkoech of Kabusa Village, Mr. Gideon Koech of Kapsinendet, and Mr. Nelson Rono of Rotka Village, all of Kilgoris constituency, lost their lives after being shot by the police officers from Angata Barikoi and Lolgorian. In addition, the Registrar of Lands Kilgoris, Mr. Jepkwesi, and several other officers were also injured and admitted to various hospitals within the area. The incident occurred during a protest that erupted over a disputed parcel of land where the current residents are believed to be the rightful owners, having lived there as their ancestral land. The security situation in the region remains tense following this incident. Mr. Speaker, it's against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security on the following matters. 1, the chairman should inform us who authorized the police officers to use live ammunition against residents who are not armed. 2, why did the registrar and surveyors go to survey land belonging to people of Angata without their consent and fully knowing that the land has a title deed? Each of those pieces of lands are owned by definitely known people. And what was the reason why they had to go and resurvey people's land? Who wants to take that land? Mr. Speaker, thirdly, why is the ministry, and I'm talking about the Ministry of Internal Security, retaining officers in Lolgorian and in Transmara South who have overstayed and they have outlived their usefulness, and now they are being used, I don't know, for some special interest? Can the chairman tell us whose interests are these officers serving, and can he consider removing them immediately? And Mr. Speaker, the government should consider ensuring that the families that have lost their people have been compensated. Mr. Speaker, I beg to request.
Thank you. Kitayama.
Mr. Speaker, kwa ruhusa yako naomba kumuunga mkono Mheshimiwa jirani, Mheshimiwa Sunkuli. Mheshimiwa Speaker, Wazaramo wana msemo unaosema kwamba mla huliwa. Kuna matatizo mengi sana, Mheshimiwa Speaker, ambaye yameibuka eneo hili. Na matatizo haya, Mheshimiwa Speaker, sisi tunashangaa kwamba mara kwa mara kilio kikubwa zaidi kinatokana wakati ambapo vyombo vya dola kwa serikali tofauti tofauti vinaingilia swala hili. Mheshimiwa Speaker, juzi tu hapa mwezi wa 11 Mheshimiwa Sunkuli aliomba statement ya aina hii kwa ajili ya mambo haya, na wakati huo ilikuwa ni Angata Baragoi, Guitembe, mpakani pale. Jamii ya jirani zetu wanazozana, Wakuria na Kipsigis. Mheshimiwa Spika, wakati huo ikaonekana ni jambo ambalo linahitajika lichukuliwe kwa dharura. Wewe Mheshimiwa Spika, ni kushukuru sana kwa sababu ulitoa agizo kwamba kamati ya usalama, kamati ya administration ambayo inaongozwa na rafiki yangu, ndugu yangu, jirani yangu Mheshimiwa Tongoyo, aje pale katika eneo la tukio aweze kuangalia ni nini tunaweza tukakifanya ili kwamba usalama uweze kuendelea kuwepo pale. Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi ukao umenituma mimi kikazi kwenda Dubai. Nikakata safari yangu kwa siku 2 mfululizo ambazo nimerudisha hata hela ambayo ulikuwa umenipa mimi kwamba nikaweze kuwa pale. Kwa sababu jambo hili ni nyeti, nikarudi. Tukaenda katika eneo la tukio. Tukajaribu kuangalia, na kamati hiyo ni washukuru sana kwa sababu walisikiliza watu wetu na wakapata uhalisia wa mambo. Shida ambaye hata bunge hili linajua kwamba imenukuliwa kuwa imeanza tangia miaka ya kabla ya uhuru. Na Mheshimiwa Spika, ukweli ulioko ni kwamba tumekataa kama nchi kufuata haki, na tunafanya hivyo makusudi tu. Sasa Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi namuunga mkono jirani Mheshimiwa Sonkuli, na ninasikitika sana na kutoa rambirambi kwa wale familia ambao wameweza kupoteza maisha yao, jamii hizo ambazo zimepoteza mali na matatizo ambayo yanaendelea kwa katika ukanda ule. Lakini Mheshimiwa Spika, naomba Mheshimiwa Spika, kama nilivyosema hapo juu nikianza kwamba mla uliwa. Mheshimiwa Spika, damu ya binadamu ni damu ya binadamu. Sio vizuri Mheshimiwa Spika itoe picha nzuri, taswira yake inakuwa ni mbovu. Kwamba miezi 2 iliyopita, wiki 2-3 iliyopita, Wakuria waliuawa katika eneo hilo. Na Mheshimiwa Spika, sikuona production ambayo ninaona sasa hivi. Sasa hivi maafa ambaye tunajutia yanaonekana kama ambaye ni maafa makubwa zaidi kuliko maafa yaliyofanyika kwa jamii ya Wakuria. Mheshimiwa Spika, ukanda huu unahitaji mjadala. Linaudhi Mheshimiwa Spika.
Yes. Tongoyo, ni uzembe au ni kutotaka kufanya kazi? Hii ni ya lands au ni security? Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Of course, Honorable Speaker, knowing the importance and sensitivity of this matter, we will respond immediately on resumption from recess. But Honorable Speaker, having said this, I want to say the following. Honorable Speaker, I personally want to join...
Tongoyo, given the gravity of the matter,
yes,
and the loss of lives, is there somebody playing some gadget in the house?